Hey folks, we had our first autocross of the season up at the Vancouver Island Motorsport Circuit, and we got a new intro. So rather than just posting one run, I figured I'd kind of go through the day and talk a little bit about how I was trying to improve. Though if you just want the one run, that's cool too. Feel free to skip to the time on the screen and stop listening to me talk. But if you're still here, here's the first run. As usual, I'm driving my 2006 Honda S2000, which I had prepped for SDR class, but the S2000 is in SST now, which allows for wider wheels and tires. Right, so here we go. So as of the end of the last season, I stuffed some 18 by 10.5 wheels and 265 tires on it, and this is my first autocross running those after getting it all set up. Bit of a jump there. That's going to get more fun as I get faster. Also, unfortunately, the mic wasn't working for these first couple of runs, so, just imagine vroom vroom sounds while I talk. So that slalom was fun. I fortunately counted it out as I was doing the course walk and found that it got longer throughout until the second to last cone, and then it tightened up, so you definitely had to be ready for that. Then coming around here, this should be a nice, smooth, sweeping corner, but you see I make a couple little corrections there throughout, because tires are cold, and at the same time, I'm still trying to push, because even though it's the first run, I still want to get a proper feel for the course and then know where I can improve in the future. And also, it looks like it might rain at any moment, so I would like to get a decent time in here just in case this is the last chance. So this last part goes all right, and generally the run was pretty good. It was clean. I ended up with a 68 even, I believe, which at the time was FTD for the day, but of course we can get more. All right, second run coming up now, and for fun, a different view. Now, the first thing I was focusing on here was just getting smoother and thinking ahead more through this first section. It actually flows quite nicely, and you can get quite a bit of speed over that jump that I mentioned, but you really do have to think ahead. See right there, I still don't have a good feel for it, so I'm still overslowing quite a bit there, but it'll get better. Still, I'm carrying more speed everywhere, especially onto this back slalom and then all the way through it, really. Then my next focus is that sweeping corner I mentioned in the first run. I really want to try and get it smoother coming up here. That was pretty good. Still some mini corrections, but a lot smoother and carried quite a bit more speed than the first run. Now this is not so good. Too much speed going in there and really had to wrench it back and then back the other way, so lost quite a bit there, but it's for a good reason because we were coming in faster than the time before. And then not much change here, so we can speed this up. So for this next run, the main thing I wanted to do was not go too hot at that cone over the hump where I had to wrench it back and forth a couple of times. I was also hoping to get the first corner a little bit better to set me up through that section. Section was good, though I think I can still even slow down less in the middle there if I get it just right. And then this slalom flows really nicely. You can hear I get to the rev limiter towards the end here. And then have to make a big correction, but I ended up actually not losing any time doing that. And I end up carrying so much through here that I actually get a bit nervous and back off earlier than I needed to into this corner. So that's going to be part of the plan to improve on the next run, is carrying more deeper in there. That's still tight, but anticipated it better and gained quite a bit compared to the last run there too. And even though the car was dancing around a bit, that was all pretty fast too. So all in all, that felt like a really solid run. It was down to a 64.5 or so at this point.
All good?
Yep. Yeah, just fiddling with my electronics, but I think it's all good now.
In fact, it was not all good. The GoPro was misbehaving, but we've got the helmet cam. So for For this one, I want to delay the braking zone for those two sweeping corners especially, because I know there's more speed that can be carried into those, and then also just keep working on smoothing out this first complex to carry more there too. That part felt good. Again faster through there, almost to the point where I started to think about shifting up into third, but I'm really close to the limited grip anyway, so I don't think it makes sense there. I did still get a bit too timid in the braking zone for that second big sweeper though, so I want to keep working on that. And then last run I had to catch a bit of a slide on this last corner coming up, which I avoid here, so I get more speed to start with on the slalom and carry it all the way through. And I gotta say, it is really fun sailing through the finish on the rev limiter like that.
Is that one clean? I do.
That run felt really good. At this point, the easy gains from fixing obvious mistakes have been made, and it's just a matter of trying to find where I can push a little bit more. This next one ends up being my best, and I finally nailed that first section. So, volume up. I jumped the jump, and the rest was good. I mean, you can always improve. I did pinch the exits of the sweeping corners just a little bit, but honestly, I'm happy with that. However, the timing, unfortunately, was not functioning, and so it didn't count. On the plus side, that means we get another run. And at this point, I'm basically just thinking, push hard and see what we can do. Going well so far. We're already a couple tenths up on that previous best run. But then we get a little bit greedy here, and oh, that was a cone. You see me look in the mirror just to confirm it. Now at this point, I've already hit a cone. This is basically a practice run, so might as well push even harder. Doesn't matter if I hit another cone and see what's possible. And that, wasn't quite possible. There's another cone. But I actually did learn I can get faster into that box. I just need to account for it on the way out. That was all a bit scruffy again, trying to push hard. And then here we're going to see what happens if we go up to third gear. Why not? Ah, yes, that's why not. Good to know. So that's about it. I learned a couple things on that one and was looking forward to the second session when I could try them out, but then it started to rain, so it was pretty much passenger fun runs from then on, which was also fun.
outrageously enjoyable.
Nice.